Floods by Leon Lowe, period 6. What is a flood? A flood is when water overflows a river, creek, or lake and covers an area of dry land. Dangers of flooding. It can happen to anyone at any time. It's the #1 natural disaster in the U.S., meaning it happens the most. Depends on severity, minor, medium, major, or flash flooding. And flash flooding is when there's a rapid rise in water level. It's hard to predict, there's less time to react, and it happens quickly. How floods happen? There's numerous causes. It could be because of heavy rain with too much runoff, overflowing watersheds, flood after a forest fire because there's no vegetation to absorb rainwater, and hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, that kind of thing. What to do prior to / during a flood? You need to move your valuables to a higher place, keep updated with the latest news, and evacuate to a nearby shelter if necessary, if the flooding is severe. Keep 3 days of water per person, first aid supplies, flashlight, batteries, emergency contact list, that kind of thing, and have an emergency family meeting place just in case. And visit FEMA.gov/flood for more info. How can we prevent floods? It's usually caused by natural weathers, but some man-made factors contribute to it. This could be like building on land in a way that prevents rainwater from draining away naturally, like impermeable roads and car parks. And if you're gonna do that, then you would need sewage systems, right? But if they're poorly maintained and stuff, faulty sewers, it can cause excessive runoff and could possibly lead to flooding when there's heavy rainfall. And avoid building in floodplains and maintain sewer networks to make sure they work well in Oahu, and use permeable materials for roads when possible, like that gravel right there. How much damage do floods do? Floods can destroy human lives, property, and livestock. In the aftermath of a flood, an epidemic can spread, causing more deaths because of sewage disposal and contaminated water, like all the sewage water coming out and mixing in with the rainwater. Amount of damage done depends on the severity of the flood, like how strong it is. It could be minor, medium, major, and it can cost millions of dollars. And you can get a flood insurance in your home if your home is more likely to flood in an area of high risk. In October 2004, a flash flood occurred in Manoa Valley and soaked the ground floor of the UH Library. 60 homes were destroyed, and the flood caused more than $1 million in damage, so they can cost a lot. Raising flood awareness. Tell people around you about the dangers of floods and how it could happen to anyone. Start with family and friends first. Hand out brochures or stick ads in places, and tell them about evacuation plans, being prepared, and how it could save lives. Turn around, don't drown. 50%. Turn around, don't drown. 50% of flood fatalities are caused by vehicle accidents in floodwater, not car crash. Because you don't know what condition the road is in under the water, and you don't know what's in there. Floods in Hawaii. Some parts of the Hawaiian Islands are susceptible to flash flooding when there's heavy rain. Flash floods are more common here in Hawaii than other natural disasters, unfortunately. Hawaii is the U.S. state at greatest risk of a tsunami, which can cause severe flooding. Emergency flood shelter for victims displaced by flood in Brigham Young University of Hawaii campus in Lae. That's an emergency flood shelter, yeah. Thank you. That's all.